Hey guys, welcome back to the channel McNallie Money, your home of all things stock, investment, and personal finance related. In today's video, we're going to be providing an update on Incannex Healthcare. This is one we covered just last week on the program. They've come out with yet again a big press release this morning that we wanted to talk about in today's video. Before we get into it though, take a second, hit the like button, you guys. Big help to myself and the channel, specifically in helping to broadcast this content to other people like you who may find value. If you're not already subscribed, McNallie Money, feel free to join. We just crossed 42,000 subscribers. We'd love to have you as part of the community. And finally, leave a comment in the section below letting me know if you currently hold shares of Incannex, what you thought about today's news, and your outlook for the remainder of 2025. Now, with that being said, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so that's right. Today's video, we're going to be profiling Incannex Healthcare Incorporated, trades on the NASDAQ in the United States under the ticker IXHL. Now, we provided an update on Incannex last week. They just came out with some big news this morning, so I wanted to provide a quick follow-up. You can see down about 4%. This is first thing Tuesday morning, February 4th, currently trading hands at $1.76. And if we zoom out to a 5-day chart, you can see fairly strong trading, up 7.6% over the last week, reaching a local high on the 2nd of February in the $1.85 range. Now, for those of you who've missed our previous coverage on Incannex, I wanted to jump over to the corporate website. I'll leave this linked in the video description below if you want to go in and take a closer look for yourself. Incannex.com. Incannex is a science-led combination medicines company leading the way in developing cannabinoid-based medicines and psychedelic-based regimens for people living with challenging chronic conditions. And you can see the impact statement. We aim to significantly improve the lives of those suffering from chronic conditions, addressing the gaps left by current treatments. Now, if we jump over to the pipelines and programs section of the website, you can see a diversified pipeline, including obstructive sleep apnea, rheumatoid arthritis, and generalized anxiety disorder, all of which we covered in our last video. And today's big news itself is in relation to the obstructive sleep apnea platform, or IXHL-42X. So as a quick reminder, this is an oral fixed dose combination therapy currently in clinical studies for the treatment of obstructive sleep apnea, also known as OSA. In their phase 2 clinical trial, IXHL-42X was shown to reduce the sleep hypopnea index, or AHI, as we talked about in our last video, in all dosage strengths tested. So very promising and encouraging. AHI is a key measurement used to address the severity of OSA, or obstructive sleep apnea, by quantifying the number of apneas or complete stoppages of breathing and hypopneas, which is a partial blockage of breathing that occur per hour of sleep. So in the trial, the lowest dose of IXHL-42X was observed to actually be the most effective and reduce the AHI by an average of 51% relative to the patient's baseline. Now, 25% of patients experienced a reduction in AHI of greater than 80%, so significant improvements in sleep patterns. They're currently conducting a global phase 2-3 efficacy and safety trial to evaluate the effectiveness of IXHL-42X in individuals with OSA who are either non-compliant, intolerant, or naive to positive airway pressure devices, including the CPAP. And here's a closer look at their development pipeline, along with some of the specific details about this platform. Now, this is where it gets really exciting. If we jump into the investor portion here, go into the recent news releases, you can see just this morning, February 4th, Incannex Healthcare appoints Allison Wims, PhD, to the newly formed IXHL-42X Obstructive Sleep Apnea, or OSA, Clinical Advisory Board. And if we click on that one to take a closer look, you can see Dr. Wims brings extensive industry and clinical development experience in sleep medicine innovation, and this is really a huge catalyst for Incannex moving forward and this IXHL-42X obstructive sleep apnea platform or development. Now, Dr. Wims brings 2 decades of sleep medicine industry and research expertise to her advisory role at Incannex, so obviously a big addition to the team. She holds a Doctor of Philosophy or PhD in Medicine, Masters of Medicine in Sleep Medicine, and a Bachelor's of Science degree from the University of Sydney. Going on to say, I'm excited to join Incannex's OSA Clinical Advisory Board. I look forward to advising on the IHL 42X late-stage clinical development. Followed by Joel Latham, who's the president and CEO of Incannex, saying Incannex's newly formed clinical advisory board and the appointment of Dr. Wims underscores our continued dedication to innovation in the field of OSA and transforming patient treatment outcomes. So again, another big press release coming out just today for Incannex, building on the momentum that we talked about in our prior video. And again, not to mention, the obstructive sleep apnea platform or technology is just one of 3 that Incannex is currently pushing forward, including their rheumatoid arthritis, which again is an oral fixed dose combination therapy, and their GAD or generalized anxiety disorder platform, again an oral synthetic psilocybin, currently being studied in combination with psychological support. Now, as we talked about in our last video, the thing I like most about these healthcare or biotech focused companies is the ability of them to impact or positively impact patient lives. You can see breaking through barriers to better care. Another great example of that in today's press release. For those reasons, you guys, I definitely encourage you to take a closer look at Incannex, especially if you're looking for exposure to this portion of the market or sector. Let me know in the comment section below if you're currently holding shares, if you've heard of this company before, and your outlook for 2025. If you're still watching the video at this point, hopefully you found some value, so make sure you hit the like button, you guys. It's a big help to myself. The channel really does help push this content to other people like you who may find value. And finally, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, feel free to join. We just crossed 42,000 subscribers. We'd love to have you as part of the community. That's all for now. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.